everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to do a redraw of this drawing that I did in February of last year, and I wanted to give it a shot to see how it will look like, even though in the beginning I was a bit skeptical on doing a redraw because I mentioned this before, because I switched my program that I'm using, and currently I'm using Clip Studio Paint, and I did this drawing in Procreate. So the main thing that I was skeptical about was the colors, because I really liked how the colors looked in here and it was so pretty, and I still like the colors and how it turned out. But even if I was skeptical, I decided to give it a shot and try the best to match the colors to the original piece. But in this section, I'm going to explain the changes that I made. Because at this time, I already I drew the drawing, and I'm gonna show you later on after I finish this, explaining this. I am show you the speed paint. Okay, so let's begin. So the first thing that I did, or I noticed when I was drawing, is how I left this space for some reason, and I wanted her to be a little bit more the center of the viewer's attention. So in order to do that, I drew her a little bigger, like that. I guess a little bit more like this. I just make her look a little bigger, like that. Another change that I made, it was a slightly different change, you could say, was the hair. I really like the hairstyle, but I feel like instead of going that way all the time, I wanted it to go this way too. Well, I guess I didn't mention where I got inspired by doing this drawing, or I was playing with my hair at the time, and I have this idea of to do half of my hair down and a bit of my hair in a braid. So I guess that's what I was trying to convey here, because I was like, let me do this in a drawing, and I decided to make this drawing. But I feel like instead of all the sides of the hair going this way, I wanted to add also a little bit more down. Another change that I made was a little bit on the colors in general, because I couldn't find the exact same match, and I also added other colors as well. Another change that I made was that I noticed on this original, how I made the chin pointy. So what I decided to do is just to make it more rounder, like that. More rounder, like that. And one last thing that I made a change of was the eye direction, because I feel I guess here, the eye direction that it's going this way, or I guess it'll be more that way. Yeah, but I felt like she was lifeless in a way. So to make her more life, I guess you could say, I switched the eye direction to this way. I feel like that made her look more excited, you could say. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like that change alone made a big impact to make this painting better. And I think for that, yeah, that's all the changes that I made. So now I can show you the speed paint. Okay, so this is the speed paint. I at first, when I started doing this drawing, or like when I finished doing the line art and the sketch, I was a bit skeptical because of how the colors looked. I was like, they look nothing like the original piece, and I was like, I don't know if it like this, and I wasn't really convinced until the very last part where I added like the light streak. I was like, yep, this is that addition that this illustration needed. I also made a little change as well. Another change was making the liner a little thicker than I had before. I had it extremely thin, and until back then, until I finished the illustration, I realized how thin I made the liner, but I decided not to fix it during that time, and I just left it like that. But this time around, I wanted to make the liner a little more thicker so you can see that it's there. In my opinion, I think you can really see how much I improved in a little over a year, and I'm just so happy to see my improvement, and I am also excited to continue to learn more about art and continue making my art better, so then if I decide to do this again in a year, it will look completely different than how it looks right now. Well, we have come towards the end of this video. Thank you everyone who watched till the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.